Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
Rutherford Issues here on WGNS and Big G TV is made possible by our friends over at Middle Tennessee Electric. And we know that August heat means your air conditioner is working overtime. So stay ahead during the peak time of the heat with that cooling air that you need, right? How do you do that? Well, maybe, just maybe, nudge your temperature up a degree or two. Stay comfortable, but just a degree or two. Your pocketbook will thank you later. More energy tips at mte.com/myenergyplan. All right, what's going on here? It's Karista Colwell's here. It's a different day. Child Advocacy Center. Yeah. I mean, what's going on?
I don't know. It's July, I think.
Yeah. I was going to say, is it?
And Presley's changed her hair again.
Yeah, no, she grew and
she's taller. She got glasses. There's a lot going on.
I mean, it's just a lot happening.
A lot can happen in a month.
A lot can happen in a month.
It's obvious. Obviously. So you brought a friend with you today.
I did. I brought Annea. She is our Speak Up, Be Safe coordinator. She's been with us since...
It's been a year now.
Wow, yeah, last July.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
So first fiscal year under her belt, and she's been amazing. And really hats off to her because she's piloted kind of a completely new program for us, from just not only learning the curriculum, but finding people to train. She's trained so many people already. And I'll let her talk a little bit more about what the training is. But to just go from nothing and to build it into what she has, like, really got to give her flowers. She's been amazing.
Well, good to see you again, I think.
Yeah.
When were you here last? Was it a year ago?
No.
Were you brand new?
I think it was like last October, maybe. I had some time under my belt by then.
I thought it might have been part of some type of hazing thing that goes on.
And I believe we talked about that.
Oh, did we?
They made me come my second week.
Yes, because she had to come so quickly. And I think that I would like to put that out there.
She reminds us of it all the time. And now...
It's true.
And now, she even shows up on different days and everything. So,
I know.
It turned into my favorite place.
I think we need a public apology.
Well, let me ask you this, because maybe folks don't know. What is Speak Up, Be Safe?
Yeah, so Speak Up, Be Safe is a child-based prevention training. So we are teaching kids about personal safety. The overall goal is to prevent child abuse. And who does that? It's an adult's responsibility to keep our children safe, and that's something that we teach our children about. But ultimately, we want to give our kids tools of how to protect themselves. So we start with the 5 Speak Up, Be Safe safety rules. It's my body. I have choices. Tell someone. It's never my fault. What's the last one? I do this all the day. Ask an adult if I'm safe. Like I said, it's an adult's job to keep us safe. So we're teaching them about boundaries, safe versus unsafe situations. When we get to the older kids, because I think last time I came, I was focusing on preschoolers. We've now moved on into the older kids, and we're talking about cyberbullying and what are the ramifications of that and what could be the potential consequences of that. Something very important to note about Speak Up, Be Safe is it is age and developmentally appropriate. So what I am talking to the preschoolers about is not what I'm going to talk to the high schoolers about. And
you're not going to talk to the preschoolers about what you're talking to the middle schoolers, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And in the preschool classes, maybe we're having dance parties. Maybe we have to get our energy out.
Sure.
So, and you know what? Probably need to do that with the high schoolers.
Yeah. I was going to say, they probably get her up for a dance party.
Yep.
Yep. Although their girlfriend might be in there, and it'd be kind of an embarrassing
thing. Or they may have their AirPods in.
Their AirPods in.
Yeah. Of course. That must be an in thing. I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
In?
That's our hot take. I don't know.
Okay.
Just take the AirPods out.
Yeah. Act like you're listening.
Exactly. Just take it out for a second.
Yeah.
Just sit there. That's all I ask.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, you have to be able to talk differently on different levels. That's got to be hard. I mean, just take preschool to middle school, for instance.
Yes. This past in June, we had a specific training for middle school girls, and the goal there was to build community. And because we know that topics in middle school, they don't even want to talk about them. It's nerve-wracking to be a middle schooler and in that age range. So in those conversations, we're talking about community and like how can we work together to build a safer net for these children. But in preschoolers, we have Play-Doh, we're dancing, and what I love seeing is that for a lot of these trainings, I come 1 week and teach 2-3 safety rules, and the next week I come and teach the rest. Those preschoolers are on it. They will remember because we're doing hand motions. We're saying, it's my body. I have choices. Tell someone. And when you do this, they start yelling, but at least they know that they should go and tell someone if they ever feel unsafe or uncomfortable.
And they remember those things to take it with them, and that's the whole point about what you're doing.
Yes, and the goal is that maybe I can reach them at each age, and so the next year they see me, they're, oh wait, you taught me something. You taught me how to be safe. I remember this for some reason. If that ever happens, y'all come pick me up because my life will be made.
So now, where are you doing these?
Yeah, so any preschools in Rutherford County. The good thing about Speak Up, Be Safe, it is an approved training for the personal safety requirement for our licensed preschools. So that's a big point for preschools because they don't have to teach the curriculum on their own. We come in and it's free, and they don't have to worry about it. I will come in and teach it. Churches, any church that works with youth or have youth groups, this is a great training to just come in and teach about that at their level. Youth serving organizations, whether this be extracurricular activities, after school programs, any youth serving organization, any place that work with youth, I come in and I'll usually reach out, or if you hear me today, feel free to reach out, find us on our website, and I will get back to you and come to your place.
Annea Smith, Speak Up, Be Safe Coordinator, Karista Colwell with the Child Advocacy Center here today. So any plans to maybe get into the school systems or anything like that?
That's a great question. That is one of our top goals, is to get into the school system. We are working our avenues now to see which would be the best way. I think a lot of us know that the schools just had a new law where they have to teach like human trafficking within the schools. And Speak Up, Be Safe does have a training about that, but there's also a personal safety requirement that needs to be taught in the schools. So any school connections, I'm welcome to them. I would love to reach either Rutherford County or Murfreesboro City.
Okay. Well, that's good. A lot of private schools, charter schools, all that kind of thing. So we're going to get you out there. So busy you can't even make a radio show. You know?
I know.
So that'll be awesome. And hopefully this is a program that can continue to grow too.
Yes. That's the goal. I hope that we can double our numbers and reach more kids. And again, like I said, even if we're reaching the same children, at least they're learning. Yeah. At least they're learning how to keep themselves safe.
Karista, this is a great example of how when our community supports the CAC and the work that you do, it helps programs like this. I mean, and you all are constantly looking for new ways to engage the community and put yourself out of a job, honestly.
100%. Like Annea said, it's completely free. And that's such a wonderful service we're able to offer community partners. And so it's really nice to be able to take that financial burden off of folks. But that's really what we said, like when you're giving us a donation or a sponsorship or coming to one of our events, you're investing in our children and our children's safety. Because there's so many times where we have kids come in for interviews and they go, well, I didn't know that something was wrong. I didn't really have like the words. They didn't have the words to describe what was going on to them. So trainings like Speak Up, Be Safe, like Darkness to Light, even just giving the adults like the tools that they need to be able to facilitate these weird and awkward conversations. We want to prevent these things before they happen. And tools and trainings like this and just sort of getting that conversation started are super, super important because it's preventative. And the last thing we want is for someone to walk through our doors. But we like to meet folks before, during, and after child abuse and sexual abuse happens. It
would be okay if the CAC just solely became a preventative type of agency because you didn't have to do the other stuff.
I would
It'd be
love
all right.
that. Yeah. We could turn our new building into like, we could have a playground in it. We could just, have community donations set up, just host really large trainings.
Right.
I would love that.
Didn't Presley also request the playground though?
Yeah, I don't think it made the architectural plans, but
I think the swings would have been too high or something.
Yeah, there's like a height requirement, liability, all that,
We'll teach her not to come. So what's going on in your world of getting ready for events and planning and that kind of thing? I'm sure you've got something coming up.
Yeah, we're gearing up for Light Up the Night. This year, we're actually moving to MTAR's event space. They're a generous sponsor of the event space this year, so we're really excited. We're going to be all indoors, and it's a bit bigger, and so we have a bit more capacity. We're still doing the casino theme, so we have a couple extras and are growing our event a little bit more, which is very exciting. And that's going to be on September 11th this year on Friday, and sponsorships and tickets are still available. So be sure to check out our Facebook and our website for more information.
Oh, September 11th on a Friday, huh?
Yes.
Okay. So that's good. Then someone asked me about a September 11th event and yesterday, as a matter of fact, in an email, and I didn't know what day of the week it was. So there you go.
It is a Friday. Yeah.
Now it's in there. So this is an event that you've had for how long?
This is our 9th one.
Is it really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
My 3rd.
Really? It's been that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is my 3rd one. It'll be 3 years for me in October.
Usually we've run off somebody by 3 years. So
I know. I just thought if I couldn't do this radio show, I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
Well, you must enjoy what you get to do, though.
Yeah, 100%. Especially Light Up the Night is an event that's so fun because it is just kind of a break from the heaviness of the work that we do and to see so many people come together and support what we do. And we usually have someone give a toast that either has worked with us or received our services. And so that's really special because it's really quite grounding because it is easy to get caught up in the stresses of the everyday. And so it is really a good moment to kind of center ourselves in the work that we do.
So how does someone, I always like to ask, because we talk about events that different groups here in the community have all the time. And this is the 9th annual, and that's wonderful. There have been people that have been to all 9, but we want to try to reach that person who has never been. And I have a feeling that if some people are like myself, you're kind of a little apprehensive about going to something that you've never gone to before, or knowing how it works or that kind of thing. And so we want to try to take those barriers down. So kind of describe what it's like, how a person buys tickets. I mean, you've already described kind of the event itself, but anything you think people should know about?
Yeah. So I always wonder about the parking situation.
Yeah.
Plenty of parking.
How far do you have to walk?
Exactly. So plenty of parking. And then we also have a shuttle going from farther parking straight to the door.
And what to wear.
Yeah. So it is a white theme. So Light Up the Night, sort of just lighting up the night for child abuse victims because it's a problem that often thrives in the dark. So just shining a light on it is kind of our theme. So we encourage everyone to wear white.
Opposite of the two of us.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So folks usually wear like a white dress or like some slacks and just a white top, whatever you're comfortable in. If it feels intimidating like an event because it's not really quite so like a gala, so you can, be comfy, just come, have fun. We do have casino games available with fun money. It's not like actual gambling. It's just for fun.
Yeah, that's still illegal here in Tennessee. So just so you know,
just for fun, just covering our legal bases.
Yeah.
And so buying tickets, you can purchase them online, but you can also purchase them at the door, depending on our capacity. But we usually have at least a few available up until the day of. And again, as casual or as fancy as you want to go in terms of food, we're going to have a pasta bar this year and an open bar. All of our alcohol is graciously sponsored by Old Fort Liquors, so we're very grateful to them. And then at the event, we usually have music. We have tons of time for folks to play games. We also have a silent auction that folks can participate in. And we have several local businesses and activities and fun little baskets for people to bid on. And again, all the dollars that are raised from ticket sales, from silent auction, from any donations that we get at the event go directly into our crisis intervention services and prevention education. So I think that's one thing that's really admirable at the CIC is how much we can stretch our dollars and how much we can do with the money that we raise, especially at events like this. Because sometimes I know a lot of people don't like to pay for what seems like just a fun party, but we really do make an effort to keep our costs down, and we have such generous donors that make us put on events like this at a low cost, and then we're able to turn a lot of that profit back into the work that we do.
Which gets Annea out and places to talk and kids to talk to and stuff, and
free of
all
charge.
kinds of things.
And it allows me to come on the radio.
That's right. That's right. So I'm sure you'll have info up pretty quick on cacrutherford.org.
Exactly. Yep.
So,
and then check us out on Facebook as well.
Yeah. Where's the Facebook page?
It should be linked, but it's at CIC Rutherford. And then if you scroll to the very bottom of our actual website, there should be a little F.
Yep, I see it. There we go. So we'll get all that linked up on our website as well. Thanks, you two, for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Our friends from the Child Advocacy Center joining us today, Annea Smith and also Karista Colwell. Have a good day, everybody. See you next time.